The biggest impact we have seen with Amplitude so far has been our analysis of our aha moment. That took us usually 3 to 4 months to get it done. We got it done once we implemented Amplitude in 3 hours. My name is Timo Fritsche. I'm the Chief Product Officer of Lovoo. Lovoo is a European mobile dating app, and we're #1 in German-speaking markets and #2 in Southern Europe. Lovoo's vision is to be the opposite of loneliness. We want to heal the humankind from this disease of feeling lonely. We're doing this by connecting people with dating features or with our live video community. Our main challenge in the beginning was to figure out what do we need to do to drive engagement? What are the key inflection points in a user's journey that make them more active, make them contribute more to the marketplace, make them contribute more to connect to others. We have our BI here, they're doing an amazing job, but we never found those deep insights into that human behavior. And that's what we are trying to solve, and that's why we started looking out for new solutions. We have chosen Amplitude because we were impressed by the capabilities of playing around with behavioral cohorts, which help product managers and designers to design better features, more engaging features, and drive the right behavior from our customers. The biggest impact we have seen with Amplitude so far has been our analysis of our aha moment. That took us usually 3 to 4 months to get it done. We got it done once we implemented Amplitude in 3 hours. That was super impressive to see. One of the most recent features we developed is the live video streaming feature. I'll show it to you right here. We developed this because we thought, like, as a pure dating company and a pure perfect matchmaker, you're dealing with retention is a two-sided thought. The better you are, the less customers you have. And we found that live video streaming, as you can see it here, is a way for people to build up a community, to feel belonging, and to really connect to each other. And this was a super success for us. Okay, thanks for having me. I'm gonna take a refill and go back to work.
Juicy! Juicy! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Nerd Chronicles. This is your host, Proud Lane, certified beta male simp mangina. Whatever it is, no game. The socio-awkward nerd Christian Paul is up in the building. And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is another active data set that we will be going over and actually exploring when it comes to dating app fame and behavior. And we found that straight from Kaggle. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Akar Singh. Basically actually uploaded this data set around a couple weeks ago. And basically what he's actually looking to find is he wants to try and study and understand people's fame and behaviors on the dating app platform. And what we will be digging is the dating app from Germany by the name of Lovoo. You see? Right? So if we dig further details of these data sets, before I do, I want to try and get two purposes out of actually digging into today's set. The first is to utilize an example for data visualization and how to utilize data visualization to actually present to the general public that has no recall or background or idea of how STEM works, and to possible business partners to make sure that the data is concise to read and very easy to understand, which is very important, which is extremely important, and you have to make sure that it's actually constructed concisely so that either a business partner or a client can make a thorough decision on what he or she decides to do. And the second purpose of this is also prove on my previous video that I've done, or probably around months ago, I forgot when I did it. It was around Townsend's Pareto Principle Theory by some self-proclaimed red pill gurus, alpha gurus, whatever it may be, that were utilizing certain sites into proving based on like attractiveness and status and all that other stuff, and based on like what the date looks and how they can definitely affect the dating structure and how it's actually applied nationwide and worldwide via every single dating app that's out there, not just in America, in the United States, but also all across the world. And this particular example also further proved that it's not actually fully the case. It's actually a lot much more complicated than that, as every single app that's presented worldwide has a very different system and very different metrics on how they monitor success when it comes with dating and attention and all that other stuff, right? So it can vary from app to app to app, which is a lot more complex, and it's even a lot more complex when it comes with human behavior. So now, let's dig into those column names and those descriptions. We see the column names that's actually shown is the age the user. Number of users, this is clear cut self-explanatory. Percent want chats, basic percentage of users. Percent want friends, you see that right there. Percent wants of dates, mean is received, all self-explanatory. Mean visits received, understand mean equals average. Alright, mean followers, mean language is known. Total want chats overall. Total want friends, total want dates, total wants received. So someone to talk to, someone to have a friendship with for attention, how it may be. Someone actually want to date and actually have a hookup session. So if someone want to have like an intimate kiss, how it may be. Start off with moisturizing. Alright, total followers. More attention. And total languages spoken. I know you see the total visits received as well. If we quickly scroll down the summary, when dating apps like Tinder were becoming viral, according to the author, people want to have the best profile in order to get more matches and more potential encounters. Unlike other previous dating platforms, those new ones emphasize on the mutuality of attraction before allowing any two people to get in touch and chat. This made it all the more important to create the best profile in order to get the best first impression. Parallel to that, we humans have always been in awe before charismatic and inspiring people. The more charismatic people tend to be followed and listened to by more people. Through their metrics, such as the number of friends / followers. Social networks give some ways of measuring the potential charisma of some people. In regards to all that, one can then think, what makes a great user profile? How to make the best first impression in order to get more matches and usually find love or new friendships? Let me not go there. What makes a person charismatic? How do charismatic people present themselves? In order to try to understand those different social questions, I decided to create a data set user profile information using social network Lovoo out of Germany when it came out. By using different methodologies, I was able to gather user profile data as well as some usually unavailable metrics such as number of profile visits. And you see the content below. Dataset contains user profile interviews through user website, Lovoo. The dataset was gathered during spring 2015 of April and May of that year. At that time, Lovoo expanded in European countries among others, while Tinder was trending in both America and in Europe. At that time, the iOS version of the Lovoo app was in version 3. Excuse me for that. Accessory image data. The dataset references pictures, field pictured ID, and user profiles. These pictures are also available for a fraction of users, but have not been uploaded and should be added separately. The idea when gathering profile pictures was to determine whether some correlation could be identified between the profile picture and the reputation of success of the profile. Since first impression matters, a sound hypothesis is to make sure the profile picture might have a great influence on the number of profile visits, matches, and so on and so forth. Do not forget that only a fraction of users' profile is seen when browsing through a list of users. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sample social media site. Is the sample profile page of one male here that you see down below on the Lovoo site. Continuing. Details about collection methodology. In order to gather the data, I developed a set of tools that would save the data while browsing through profiles and doing searches. Because of this approach and the constraints that forced me to develop this approach, I can only gather user profiles that are recommended by Lovoo's algorithm for 2 profiles I created for this purpose occasion: male open friends and chats and dates. This is why there are only female users in this data set. So all the people that are in this data set are basically only women that are shown according to the author. Another work could be done to fetch similar data for both genders or their age ranges. Regarding the number of user profiles, it turned out that the recommendation algorithm always should now put the same set of user profiles. That meant Lovoo's algorithm was probably heavily relied on settings like location to recommend more people nearby and people in different places and countries, and maybe cookies. This means the number of different user profiles that will be presented, including this data set. Inspiration, as mentioned in the introduction, there are a lot of questions we can answer in data sets such as this one. Some questions related to popularity, charisma, census and demographic studies, statistics about the interest of people joining dating apps, making friends, find someday find true love. Protecting influencers, potential influencers, staying in them. previously mentioned what makes a great user profile, how to make the best first impression in order to get more matches and ultimately find love or new friendships, what makes a person charismatic, and how do charismatic people present themselves. And that's basically the end of it. So we have data sets that consist of all women with interested users by AIDS. This guy here should be very easy to actually knock out the data visualization, just some simple horizontal chart or density plot, and that will do. Now, this one here can be a bit crazy on basically what we want to get and how the relations actually literally get down, and we can actually try and dig to the activity that's gone on around April and May 2015 when it comes to the API that's up here. All this is definitely be shown in Tableau, ladies and gentlemen. And then we have basically around the usage of instances that you see down below, which we will actually have already downloaded up on my computer to actually show on Tableau for the general public to use. So with that being said, expect more future videos to come in this topic that actually discuss more on data visualization. I could try to go on with like some other predictive strategies, but when it comes with machine learning and all that other stuff, but it's pointless with this graph. Number one, because the whole data, the collection of data took place in May and April of 2015 for one, and number two, who knows what the current activity is now when it comes with this dating app here for sure in the year of 2023. So I definitely will leave the matter at that, ladies and gentlemen. Expect more future videos coming when it comes to data visualization on Lovoo. Do you see?